Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Okami. In the last episode, we got caught up with everything that's happening here in Kamiki and helped remove the boulder that was blocking the exit. In this episode, we are going to see where Susanoo ran off to. But beating bunnies is our priority. I need more money to buy more feed bags. Because we need all the praise we can get. But yes, on the other hand, we are not going to try to get money around here. No, we are going to run out into the field and see what there is out there. The field being, as soon as it loads, Shinshu Field, which is cursed. Because as Sakuya said, that there's many guardian saplings around that protect the areas, but most of them are withered.
That bush thing in the background is not accurate whatsoever.
No, it's not. The most beautiful field in Nippon. At least, it's supposed to be. But ever since that incident, I've been getting a bad vibe. We better watch where we're going. You can look at the map. Of course, telling me the map. Let's pay attention to the map as we push ahead. Map. Press 1. You do not want to go into the ugly stuff.
It looks epic.
It does look epic, but it's kind of ugly as well.
It's not. Okay, the center of it is. But if it was just pure black and red, it's epic.
Now, there's two... Okay, Isu's gonna bother us. Okay, yeah. He's talking about the guardian sapling, as Sakuya said. I was about to note the two marks on our map. One is that tree, and we can't do anything with that yet. The other is along this path in the ways. So we are going to follow this path and head to the other one, because if we can't do something at one thing, we can probably do something at the other. It'd take a monster with power beyond a god to do this. That tree's an offshoot of the Sakuya. It protects nature in the area. Maybe the natural beauty here would return if we revived it, but how the heck are we to do that anyways? Because some of this is actually important stuff, because reviving those is kind of story stuff. I'm going to advise you to avoid the face over there, and if you touch one of these scrolls, you'll be flung into a battle. But there's no point in entering battles unless you need to. Over here we find this woodchop. This nameless man, as he's called. He's a wood person. Cutter. Mm-hmm.
What would you do if somebody asked for your name and number?
I know, right? But yeah, he's imagining how he felt an earthquake from the lake, and a huge gust of wind blew out of nowhere.
No healthcare, no nothing.
And when he came to it, was like this. And his workshop vanished. Doesn't work. And all he wants to do is live in peace. And he knows the figure running from the lake to Kamiki. And he hopes whoever the man was. He's gonna chop me! I'm sorry, I just noticed that. I stood on this and he... Anyway, he's still got more to say. What's up, nature buddy? That's what he calls us. Nature buddy.
Better than what he could call us.
Mm-hmm. He tells us that that cave is the entrance to a place called Hana Valley. But there's monsters in there now. And a trippy crystal ball that makes plants grow. Trippy. That's what he said. That's what he said!
Good! I thought you were actually spunking some
No.
commentary on.
That's what that guy said. Trippy crystal ball. Unless I read it wrong.
No, but that would have been fine, because you need to spice things up.
Yep. And he tells us that Susano's gone in there. So yes.
For a second there, I thought that was a hockey stick.
Now we know where we must go. Do not touch that water. Oh, do not touch that water.
Is the puppy thirsty?
Is the puppy thirsty? The puppy wants some disgusting water.
Of course the puppy wants a disgusting dirty water.
Hana Valley.
Right.
The place where we must go. Save mirror, but we don't need it. And we've got more of the dead trees. Ooh, 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 chest, 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 chest. Plonk. Traveler's Charm. Did I fuck something up? No, I didn't. Good, 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 good. Thought I fucked something up there because I hit my mouse. Now at the bottom of the bottom left of the screen in a battle, you'll see a here. Better just show you one in a battle. We see all these imps having a good time. Now there's nothing there right now because I haven't built up a good enough combo, but after you've built up a good enough combo, in the bottom left part of the screen, you see it now, that will provide you a free hit from the enemies. They can hit you once without doing any damage to you. This can grow more and it will change color as it does.
It goes green.
I think it might go yellow and then green. So that is very useful, and the Traveler Charm will bring that up a level.
That does pass to another battle.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at least. Now we see that that place was revived and then disappeared.
It's ink apparently.
Yes. Because as Isun's gonna say, it's because this area is cursed. Or something similar to that. Pots! Our mortal enemy! Ooh, we got fish feed bags.
It could be a good lace pet.
Yes. And here we get introduced to a different kind of dead tree. Dead trees that will try to kill us! Just ignore them. There's nothing we can do.
Stun them.
Yeah. There's nothing you can really do right now other than stun them, so just ignore them. They can't hit you as long as you run. And here we have dead stuff on the ground that looks very ugly. I'm going to... Okay, it's going to become nighttime here in Hana Valley. Ow, fuck you. Sorry I was interrupted by a cutscene, and we got another seed feed bag. Moving on. We see this weird mural on the wall.
Wait, you skipped the space at you?
Yes, you did.
Well, somebody has to keep it interesting.
And we get introduced to a new kind of imp. The yellow imp.
Horde of imp.
Alrighty then. Focus on the green imps first. Get them out of the way. Though what you need to do with the yellow imp is get behind them when they're trying to come out of the ground at you. Yeah, I know I'm horrible at those. I hate yellow imps. But yes, when they're trying to come out of the ground to attack you, get behind them. And they will... get stunned into the gray mode. And when they try to fire their drum cannon at you, I guess you'd call it, just dodge out of the way of it, and they will get stunned. That's how you deal with a yellow imp. Now, I'll tell you one thing. knowing how to kill the imps is not, well, the enemies is not going to go on forever. Some enemies I just can't remember. And here we see Susanoo pushing against a wall. And asking what all that racket is, and you better not... Thank you. Sorry, my laptop's just like... I'm using a different laptop today. Because my laptop kind of kicked the bucket. Yeah. Go home. I already told you I'm not looking for apprentices. Anyway. I know! Anyways, Hana Valley is no place for a mutt like you. Beyond this point lies my secret training ground. It's the perfect place to hide. Oh? I mean, to train. Now, scoot! Be off with you! Okay, yeah, but whatever.
Yas!
Yas! And then he seems like, hey, what's this over here? So let's examine. Check out the painting on the wall. It said that crystal spear that makes trees grow isn't shiny. Yes, we know that. Some spring. Yeah, based on... Something's not right, he says. Something's missing. Well, what do we do with stuff that's missing? Now, it doesn't give you the gray effect, but you're supposed to put a sun on it. And you add a sun to the mural. It shows that the sun hits the crystal ball and makes something grow. And where did Susanoo go? And then
Yeah, that would hurt.
He stood back for some reason.
For some reason.
Maybe he was like, maybe maybe he was deciding to leave, you know? And he's confused by that happening. And he says once again, now he can go hide, or train. Because he's really just scared shitless of everything and doesn't want anything to do with it. So it's time to accidentally touch that water but not get damaged. I guess it wasn't deep enough. Use your wall jump to get up here.
We didn't actually go in it.
No, I guess it didn't really. And we see this little sprout. And a water patch? Like a little puddle of water. It is a strange place, Ethan. It is a strange place. Yes, this doesn't look like a secret training ground. I'm not gonna bother reading the sign, what's the point? Instead, we're going to go over here, where we need to cut some things down. And there's another save mirror up there, but we don't need it. Coming in here, we find Susanoo. What now? You foul beast. How did you get in here? Foul beast? A sleeping bear on a ball. You have some nerve sneaking into my private training ground. Now you shall get a taste of my new secret technique. Your foul beast looks like an ordinary sleepy bear to me, Pops. Enough talk, my blade thirsts for battle. As he's completely shaking. Here goes nothing. Susanoo style. Susanoo! Sue. Sa. No! Susanoo! Now for Susanoo style. Exploding implosion! All it does, make bear wake up, surprisingly, and fall off the ball. Not reading that. That'll teach you, you foolish beast. You're no match for my new secret technique. Cough, cough. Rest in peace, foul beast. The great forest son condemns the offense, not the offended. Anyway, there are other monsters I must deal with. Yeah, after rewatching my first episode and my first 2 episodes, I've decided I'm not going to try to read whenever somebody laughs. And now you can bump into the bear. And he's...
land on the bear?
I think you can.
Is that towards his spawn?
Yes, because we cut them all down with Susano.
But they spawn.
Yes. Yes, can't believe it's sleeping in a place like this. Okay, so maybe you can't land on the bear. Aw. But you can also power slash the bear. Yeah, you can just beat up on him and you'll get the same dialogue from me soon. Anyway, this is the trippy crystal ball. And welcome to the worst mechanic in the game, ball rolling physics. I know, it'll be a pretty color once I'm out of this section of the cave. Because I'm pretty sure it goes back blue out here. Or it should, at least. No, you don't. I said no. So yes, you have to get it there. And I thought it said blue. I thought it was blue here. Oh well. I'm prettier blue. Yes, somebody did have a lot of time on their hands to think all this up. And now we have to complete another part of this mural. What we did to the mural, we must do in the sky. Let's run over here to where we get a view of the sky and draw a sun. And the sun goes down, hits the orb, and the orb sends energy to the tree, making the tree grow. And that looks like the tree we saw out in Shishu Field. It's a guardian sapling. But it's still all withered like the other. And we get that light again! Yes, it's another constellation. It's a line.
It's a crooked line.
It's a very crooked line.
It looks like a banana.
But no, in fact it is a monkey. Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. My gratitude for releasing my body from its slumber. Please accept my humble thanks in return for your great kindness. I am Sakigame, one of the triumvirate of the floral gods. He means 3. That's what that word means. I don't know how to say it. As the Hanegami, my brother and I have been entrusted with the brush techniques known collectively as Green Sprout. I now grant my humble power to you. Use it wisely. Yes, that was Sakigame, one of the gods of flora. Apparently the bloom brush technique can make flowers bloom, simply by drawing a circle on a withered tree. Hey, maybe it'll make the withered guardian sapling blossom, too. Well,
for that little bit of sun.
Yeah, let's find out. I'm drawing a circle. This is also one of the other glitchiest parts of the game. Circle recognition. Yeah, if you happen to have enough sky in the background, you could very possibly Yep, this looks very pretty. And we get praise for doing that. Because why wouldn't we? Would the fucking whale shut up?
They heard that?
Yeah, they heard that. I'm sorry for those noises, people. That is my brother upstairs. He's got some mental issues.
Joy.
Yeah, and it's really annoying. Don't worry, my recording situation won't be like this forever. Wow, look at how everything grew back so quickly. Sakuya ain't kidding about the power of the guardian saplings.
Saplings.
Yes, I know I fucked up.
Saplings.
Saplings. So this is what Hana's Valley's
Like saplings.
supposed to look like. Seems Sakuya's guardian saplings have lifted the evil curse. I'm not sure how weak the gods have become recently, but it must take some wicked strong power to suppress this magnificent guardian sapling. Even if you are Shiranui reborn, we might be up against more than we bargained for. Hey, Ami! What?
Well, it wasn't he complaining about Automaras was too long, and then he said Sharon.
Yeah, I know, right? What about the withered guardian sapling outside? I bet you could revive it like you did this one. And by bringing the guardian sapling back to life, we might be able to lift the curse there too. What are we waiting for? Leap before you think, right? Indeedy soon, and we have a bit more time, so we're gonna get started on what we need to do out in here. Out in here, yes. Outside of the tree area, but in here in Hana Valley. So we are going to fight this battle again, because it makes us fight it again. Yeah, they probably did. My brother's also got really bad hate for when my dog barks. Like that. I know, you're so quiet. And there we go, yellow imps seem like it takes so long to beat. And we get this to happen. A nice revive of the area here. And we get some things we can feed, so we can get even more praise. These guys eat seed. And we get how many praise for this? 9 praise.
That's not even
I know, let's see what we can do with our praise at the moment. I can't get another ink pot yet, so I think I'm gonna wait. Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll get another thing of help for now. Too late. Okay, continuing on, we can now do something about these trees. As he said, we can hit its fruit back, and then while it's stunned, we can bloom it. And it turns it into quite the nice looking tree too. And here's another one of my favorite. Here's another thing we can change now that we have the bloom idea. We fill it in with the bloom technique, which is just really just scribble on it. and we get to scroll. You obtained green sprout tips. That will give you tips on using this green sprout. I'm not going to look at it because I don't need to. Yes, you soon. Be quiet. And I know I could skip it, but I'm trying not to in case anybody does want to read it. They can stop the video and look at it. Hey, Mr. Tree. Try to kill me. Try to throw something at me. Yeah, you're gonna see that happen a lot where I go to bloom something and I have to do it again because that didn't work the first time. Jumping up here, we see this glow of light descending to the ground. We dig in that spot and we see this. A 4-leaf clover. And we can bloom it. Now, you'll see those through various places throughout the game. Lots of places, as a matter of fact. And depending on how hard it was to get to them, depends on how many praise you'll get from blooming them. Yeah, it kinda does. And here we have one of those black trees we've seen in places. We can simply bloom it. Yes. And bring it back to life. And I cut one down, but that's okay. It will fix itself. Yep. I'm just trying to collect all the food that these things throw out so I can get an extra life with my astral pouch. Moving right along then. As you remember back down here we battled with some imps. Well, we're gonna battle them again. After I collected some of these pods. Get my demon fang from you. Get my demon fang. I said get my demon fang from you. And rinse, lather, and repeat, because that's just what we need to do in these fights. You're already dead. Very, very simple. Now, if you remember what this fight did last time, it brought back this island down here. But this time, the island will stay. A chest, a green glowy spot, and a tree. But first, we must revive the trees that are up here. And there's monkeys! Yes, dancing around this campfire, I guess. Can feed them seed. And get some more praise from them. And you do get something for bringing Hana Valley completely back to the way it was before Calamity struck. Yes, and trust me people, blooming doesn't get any easier. With more brush techniques, you get more alternatives that the game can interpretate your circle for. I better get better at these really soon, because I'm going to need to badly. Shadow knows what I'm talking about. And anybody who knows this game will know what I'm talking about. Once you're in the water, press A to swim faster. That little gauge that was above my head determines... I bloomed this from a distance. I didn't even mean to. We get digging tips. Not all that useful information. It's just mostly telling you stuff I have already told you. Good way to get across that is to jump up and flick the Wii remote to do a dash forward.
You really gotta get better at this.
Yes, I do. There, I did it once perfectly. And as soon as we do that, we get this treasure chest to appear up here. Let's go get it. And my ear is itchy, so I'm gonna put down my Wii remote. Yes, it is. It's very stressful. I am crazy and have to break every plot I come to. Mostly because I want possible feed bags. Anyway, coming up here, we get a sun fragment. 3 of these will give you an extra solar energy unit, which is your health, by the way. So yes, with the completion of Hana Valley, we have a plenty long episode. So we are going to end it right here by this mural on the wall. So yes, in this episode, we got here to Hana Valley and we made it look pretty again, as well as finding Susano and helping him-ish. In the next episode, we are going to go back out to Shinshu Field and see what we have to do out in Shinshu Field. So, see you all then, and bye-bye!